I got a guy here.
A guy, what's your name?
Dorian.
How you doing?
He drives his channel is boosted F-150. And he runs low 10s right now with his Whipple F-150 10-speed 5.0s. And he said, when and who do I have to talk to about when Ford's going to make a Lightning again?
A Lightning?
Let me talk. You got to talk to this guy.
Yeah, I'm making your life easy because I know you're prepared for all of these GT500 questions.
No, the Lightning's an interesting thing. So what we run up against on the Lightning.
So, as you saw in the thumbnail, and you saw by the title, we got the question Ford to see what's going on with this Lightning. When can we get a Gen 3 Lightning? And this is what he had to say.
Of course it is.
When he's done talking, we'll talk to him. But he's the chief engineer of Mercury.
Okay. Jesus. That wheel. That's a wheel. That's a rotor. We'll get it regardless.
What's up?
So we get it regardless.
Oh, listen. If it was purple, I'd be putting my deposit down right now.
I swear I love this color though. I like this car.
I do like
really
it.
like
Yeah.
it.
I actually think the stripes look good.
It looks better in person than it did in
Yep.
pictures. And it looked good in
better
pictures.
outside.
Even with all the fingerprints that are all over it now. I can have some fun with this.
Yeah. Hey, Carl. Sorry to keep bugging you. I got a guy here.
A guy, what's your name?
Dorian.
How you doing?
He drives his channel is boosted F-150. And he runs low 10s right now with his Whipple F-150 10-speed 5.0s. And he said, when and who do I have to talk to about when Ford's going to make a Lightning again?
A Lightning?
Let me talk. You got to talk to this guy.
Yeah, I'm making your life easy because I know you're prepared for all of these GT500 questions.
No, the Lightning's an interesting thing. So what we run up against on the Lightning is the reason we do the Raptor is it's Ford tough, right? Mm-hmm. And it's bullseye to Ford tough. So the question I have for you is how does the Lightning fit into all the truck vision?
Okay. So I've noticed from all of the followers I have on my channel, they want another Lightning.
But how do you think it fits into the Ford tough truck brand?
Like off-road?
Well, it doesn't fit into the current marketing plan. Doesn't mean it can't be applied. Just the same, because you're still looking at Ford's known at the drag strip. You're not taking a Raptor to the drag strip. I mean, you can.
But it's got the wrong tire.
It's an
off-road tire. It's not set up for grip.
Yeah.
So,
but because what a Lightning is it's a tire that is grippy. And well, I tell you who to look at. If you looked at the Shelby truck, so Shelby has a portfolio of 3 trucks. One is built off the Raptor, and then it got a middle ground, which is it's like an F-150 with a supercharger. And then the truck you're talking about, it's a regular cab, and what do they call it? You gotta go talk to those guys. But the truck you're talking about is that truck that Shelby does. And it's a lowered, and it's exactly what you'd have to do. It is lowered, so they offer all 3, and the Shelby brand, it works for them, right? Because they're all performance. I'm in performance enhancement. You choose what you want. You can have a Raptor performance enhancement. You can have an F-150 performance enhancement, and then I can't remember the name of it, but it does exactly. You should go talk to those guys because it does exactly what you're talking about.
well, they're not going to give me anything. Like I said, I already have a 10-second daily driving F-150.
But you could ask them what they've done to their version to compare notes, because they're good that way. We're all a bunch of engineers and enthusiasts, so that'd be good. But it's basically what you would have to do. It is a lowered car with aero kit, a quasi-sticky tire, and a supercharger on it.
But we want a straight from Ford one.
I know. But you can see...
How does he...
This one fits because it does track and drag. But what it really does well is track, which belies the fact that it has a supercharger. So the way we do that is with the transmission, it can transfer all that torque through. So what it is more than a straight line car is a track car, but because it has so much power, it can do straight line. But if you look at the tires, the tires are track tires.
Yeah.
And then, it's only 16.5 inches. It's bigger than a 65 Mustang wheel. So, but you can see where our technology leads us. As we go down the path of track, it drives every decision. You would never, if I was a straight line car, you'd never put that rotor.
No, I understand. True.
How heavy that must be.
Right, and then you want to lift it up.
It's multi-purpose.
Yeah, you're right.
No, but pure. So someone will maybe make a drag strip car.
Yeah,
and they're
of course they will.
They're gonna go
I know a guy who might do that.
Yeah, but you take that rotor out.
Exactly, yeah.
And put a 350 on or a.
Brake conversion, drag pack, you save.
Yeah,
literally save 100 pounds of it. I mean,
It is.
Yeah, it is.
So that's the same kind of thing we struggle with the Lightning in branding and in the technology we develop. Where would we apply it in the rest of the truck progression? So that's the thing we struggle with. Where Shelby, in their world, can satisfy that marketplace. They'll take our F-150 and they'll modify it. We sell them the truck and then they do it. And so they can do that marketplace and meet their brand. And even from a transaction price, you can talk to them. It's probably similar, right, at the end of the day. Because they're sharing technology across their lineup. Whereas for me, it'd be all new and unique for just that application.
I don't think so. I mean, because you have what? The Explorer, the EcoBoost Explorer. That's what, 10-speed or?
The 3-liter that's coming out?
Yeah.
The 400 horsepower?
The sport one, yeah. So that's SUV. You guys have a couple SUVs. You had the
Yeah, but we got the 3.5 already in the F-150, which has more power and torque.
But you don't put it in the regular cab unless you have the extended bed. So the lightest version of it
doesn't get it.
Yeah.
I'll have to talk
Well,
to
I'm
those
all right
guys.
with that. I'm a V8 guy.
Oh,
So I respect the EcoBoost, but I'm a V8 guy.
Yeah.
I mean, you figure my truck is over 800 to the tire. So I'm not really going to get that.
Sneak into Arizona. Have the engineer guys there mess with the F-150. Have them show like saw the EcoBoost. We're like, what we're working on. Carl's like, I love it. You're like,
That's what I need to do. A road trip.
Road trip.
Yeah, no,
but I
man.
talked to the Shelby guys and see what they think. Because where we spend a lot of time, we call them halo cars. And what you're talking about is a halo car. And the struggle is, do we learn from doing it? This one we learned a lot, both in how we approach the business and the analytics and then the hardware base. And then how does that affect the brand? And so that's where the Lightning version we've talked about it, but if you do that, does it really help you in that? And that's where we struggle.
Well, I would figure you have a lot of the hardware within the Raptor. You have, as far as truck. Now, don't get me wrong, the suspension is totally out. But I'm saying,
Put a whole brake kit on that.
but when I say the hardware, I mean you have the transfer case, the transmission's tried and true. You know what I mean? For a truck, for the weight. And now we're talking a lighter truck, so Obviously, the weight's even less of a problem, so therefore, a little more of a helper. You have a 5.2 that I feel could go in there pretty. I mean, I grew up on the John Colati days.
Yeah.
you know, where we get to see the toy chest every now and then of at least that you want to do it, and then see if. I mean, what is it to make a concept car and really see what the feedback is?
Yeah, I can
Because
take
how many?
that back.
How many?
I can take that back.
you go.
There you go.
How many Lightnings were ever really left on the dealer lot?
I know some dealers are making like their own lightnings.
Yeah,
dealer
just
stuff.
like Shelby.
Yeah, they're doing like a lightning package.
But it doesn't give you the brand bragging.
Yeah, I know, because it doesn't have the brand.
Yeah,
like,
it's not.
It's from the
Ford.
factory.
Yeah, because you got Dodge sending 700 horsepower in anything. I mean, it doesn't matter what they want to put out.
They put
They'll take a
supercharger.
four-cylinder
Yeah,
out.
they
and put
supercharge
it-
anything. They supercharge like a
everything
bicycle.
gets 700 horsepower.
everything, yeah.
It's like the Oprah thing. Everybody gets a car.
Everybody
Everybody
gets-
gets a car. Everybody gets
But
700.
they're not changing the chassis at all. It's just
So you figure among the Fords, there's what, two Coyote engines. Pretty much, well, now with the Predator engine. But from the V8 Performance family, F-150, Mustang. That's pretty much it.
It is. That's the only V8s left, I think. There's a new V8, I think, coming out.
The 7.3. Is it supposed to be performance though?
Nah, it's kind of geared towards that customer, so it won't be. I'm assuming it comes up fast for torque for a heavy truck application. But you know,
That's why we need. He needs a brother
I know.
that can just.
I will take back the concept to do a concept car.
I think
Yeah,
that
Because that's what we use SEMA for that. So I will push that back on the team.
Let me know what I need to do to be involved, because I will build a SEMA truck.
There you go. But talk to the Shelby guys before you leave, because I believe the truck you're imagining
Watch out. Here it comes.
is over there.
Everyone gets quiet with the Shelby booze, you know. Like, uh-oh. All right, Carl.
All right, nice to meet you.
Yes.
Well, after seeing the video and seeing the interview, you can kind of get an idea of what we have going on up against us about getting a new Lightning. He did propose a nice question that I was not prepared for, which was what can they carry over from doing a Lightning to the rest of their brand? And honestly, I don't know. I mean, but at the same time, I don't know what they're really carrying over from the GT500 or from the Raptor to bring into the regular F-150 or the Mustang GT. Because I've never seen that Raptor suspension with the dual shocks and stuff make its way over to the regular F-150. Just like I don't see the supercharger, the cooling system, that 7-speed, those brakes, making it off of that GT500 to the regular Mustang GT. So I'm proposing a vehicle that actually has more off-the-shelf parts than the two that were used as examples. Because you use the Predator motor from the GT500, you use the 10-speed from the Raptor, you're putting a lowering kit on it. That's, heck, you can still just about use the same lowering kit that was on the last Lightning. It's still a leaf spring suspension. So from there, I mean, what, brakes, a little larger brake, and an aero package. You can use some of the cooling that you found in the GT500. You can use onto the F-150 Lightning, and don't even have to worry about sizing, because you have more space than a little bit to put it on a truck. But we'll see what Ford does. Hopefully they at least follow through and try a concept vehicle so that they can see what type of feedback they get from the fan base, and so, because make a Lightning, I'll be there day one. But till then, boosted F-150 out.